I found squirrels, alive and not alive, because of my dog. I found a time machine. I found a groundhog.
Wait, what?
Hold on, what? One more time?
I found a time machine and a groundhog.
A time machine?
A time machine? What do you mean by a time machine? Like a time capsule?
Well, it's a machine that helps you travel through time, except this one was kind of not complete.
Okay, so you can travel through time. Does it like leave you in two different places?
No, it's like kind of a time machine.
Okay.
Here, it's hard to explain. Let me show you.
Okay.
Observe.
This is a time machine.
This is a phone booth.
It is both. All
there's a
phone
phone
booths
in
are
here?
partly time machines.
Okay.
I've watched Doctor Who.
So
I know what you're talking about.
This time machine phone booth, I call it Tom.
Tom.
What does Tom stand for?
Time out machine.
Okay.
It's like a therapy box in a way, because inside the time out machine, if you go in
It makes
and
it sound
you
like
look out, you can actually see the past.
Oh, so you can sort of like see the past, but not change anything about it.
Exactly. It's like a telescope into the past, a time scope or a Tom scope, if you will.
Wait, so that means that there's a lot of use for this, because I, for one, have sort of gotten lost in the whirlwind of the last 2 years, you know? Like, they said a lot of things about the new normal, but I feel like I've forgotten what the old normal used to feel like. Has anyone forgotten what life was like before the pandemic?
Yeah, like I can watch a movie and then because the directors sort of just pretend that COVID doesn't exist, I can sort of see what life used to be like, but it doesn't really feel like it,
No,
right?
it doesn't at all, because all these new movies are being filmed with like too few people in the cast, and
Yeah,
like they're separated.
it's
It
still
seems
off.
empty.
Yeah, it's
Something is
still
not
off.
right. Instead, with this machine, I've been able to look back at some of the happiest moments from before the pandemic.
Scholars, who wants to take a look at what life was like back before the pandemic?
Okay, maybe we could actually look and see what our lives were like. Because like
Yeah.
Chauncey said, we've been in this whirlwind and gotten world lost.
Okay.
You know, I would love to show you what it was like when we were last together and happy. Would you
Can we
like
try it?
to give it a go?
Okay, how does this thing work?
First, we go inside and socially distance.
Okay,
6 feet apart inside the box.
it's bigger inside than it looks. Okay.
Now, even though this runs on Visual Basic, it has a voice interface.
Okay.
So you just tell it what you want to see in the past.
Right, so if we want to go, for example, to the Tournament of Champions of the 2019, the closing ceremony, we should just say, hey, time machine, can you take us back to the last time that everyone was truly happy?
Now viewing 65 million years ago.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Something is off.
Too far.
Too far!
Too far.
All right, I think we may have made a mistake. I think we need to fix the voice activation thing by being a bit more specific, maybe.
Try that again. Try
Try
that
saying
again.
okay, Tom, and then giving a more specific description.
All right. Okay, Tom, can you take us to the closing ceremony of the 2019 Tournament of Champions of the World Scholars Cup at Yale University?
Now viewing November 2019.
Oh my God, look, that's us right there.
Oh my god!
The good days.
Wow. This is such a great round.
Yeah, I can't believe we just finished the Tournament of Champions. We're here, and I'm gonna miss this season. I'm gonna miss Yale. I'm gonna miss the chairs. I'm gonna miss it all.
Yeah.
That was the best Tournament of Champions we've ever had, guys.
Yeah, we had 50,000 scholars this year. But more than anything, I'm just happy that nothing went wrong. Like, so much could have gone wrong. The students at Yale could have stolen the alpacas. Painted Warrior could have spat on scholars. He didn't spit on any.
Robert, it was like Destiny smiled on the TOC. Even when the toilets got clogged, they were fixed right away.
That's true. It was so... I'm just so happy nothing went
was
wrong.
brilliant.
Robert, I get it. We're all happy. We're happy that the Tournament of Champions is over now and we can look forward to 2020. But I think you're focusing a little bit too much on the negatives. There's so much good that happened, and there's so much good that's going to happen next season in the World Scholars Cup. Like, okay, we had 50,000 scholars in 2019,
Okay.
and the plan is to have 100,000 scholars in 2020.
Wait,
Robert,
please tell me that we aren't just like planning for this. Like, did we already order 100,000 alpacas?
Robert, we are experiencing at the World Scholars Cup something called exponential growth.
Right.
We have
We
already
ordered
ordered
1,000.
not just 100,000 alpacas for next season, we have ordered 500,000 gold medals.
and 500,000 silver medals.
The factory's already been expanded. They're being produced.
We sent the deposit using the TOC fees.
We already sent the deposit.
Well, Robert, it's
What if
because
something goes wrong?
It's because we have faith that nothing will go wrong, and 2020 is going to be the best season for the World Scholars Cup ever.
I mean, think about it. We're starting next week in Panama with the first ever round in Central America. From there, we're going to go to Al Ain. And the season's full, hundreds and hundreds of rounds.
That's right. We're gonna have 200 different rounds all throughout 2020, every single month. It's gonna be great. We're gonna go to so many places, meet so many new scholars.
I feel my blood pressure beginning to elevate. So much could happen. Maybe to help me ease this blood pressure, could we do one of our classic song numbers backstage?
Really? You want to do a musical number? Well, I guess it is sort of the holiday season, and I guess it is sort of a festive time. We should do a festive number. We just did a number about the dreary university at TOC. I think it's time to have a bit more fun and festivity in our lives.
I feel very festive.
All right. No, but the special thing about World Scholars Cup musical numbers is they always require a special phrase to come in. So, what was it again?
Specifically.
Oh, no.
Theoretically.
No. In fact, the ceremony's over and we're feeling so swell. With 50,000 scholars, we gave chairs a farewell. 2020's looking great and our spirits are strong. What could possibly go wrong? The theme was announced with a speech I rehearsed, and we're gonna get the subjects out by January 1st. The world renewed is starting off with the song. What could possibly go wrong?
We'll have 1,000 rounds and we'll fill everyone. In Baku and Bangkok and the first in Wuhan. Next year, Dunedin's where we'll all belong. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I've got a bad feeling and I'm not sure why. I was just in Australia and it felt a bit dry. Something's gonna happen before too long. So much could go wrong.
Robert, you're so pessimistic. I can't believe we're about to head into this new season and you're just thinking about things that could go wrong. 2020 is gonna be the year of things that go right.
I guess maybe I'll bear with you all just for a few months just to make sure to see what it happens, because we can't really make predictions with 100% accuracy ever, which is why we should be pessimistic.
We can make 100,000% accuracy when it comes to alpacas.
Oh my gosh, we better buy a storage unit. But let's see. Let's
Robert,
wait and see.
this is gonna be a great year. You know what? I have a feeling in my heart it's gonna be amazing. Just you wait.
All right, we'll see.
Thank you, Chair. It's been a good run.
Meanwhile, in China.
My lungs.
It's COVID time, baby! Time to cause some havoc! It's time for me to don my corona and begin the reign of chaos!
Now viewing January 2020.
All right, Robert. We're a few months into 2020, and I guess some things aren't going perfectly.
Yeah, it's so cold. I'm at the Sophia round right now, and it's It's like -4 degrees.
Okay, but we're at the Jakarta introductory round, and even though things might seem a little askew here and there, this round is burning up with energy and talent.
Just like Australia, I guess.
Yeah, I was right about that.
Too soon.
Yeah, see, I said Australia felt dry and then it got set on fire. You guys need to be more realistic or pessimistic about your world predictions.
I mean, things occasionally catch fire.
Right,
Yeah, like that place.
California caught fire like 15 million times in the last year alone, and California's doing fine.
Yeah, we still have a California.
That's not true. California's gone.
What? Do you think California's just gonna secede in 2020?
Yeah. I'm worried about this election too. Don't get me started.
Oh, don't you worry. Democracy's gonna work just fine in America.
Yeah, I have faith that the 2020 election in the United States is gonna go very smoothly.
Enough about the election. Did you guys hear about this coronavirus thing? Aren't you worried?
Oh, I did hear about that a little bit. I thought it was
something
just basically another one of those like virus things that everyone gets all worked up about, but then everyone forgets about in a few weeks because they realize that it was never actually that serious in the first place.
Yeah, but this thing seems bad. Like our Hong Kong round already got canceled.
Yeah, but Hong Kong's always risk averse.
Right, they didn't cancel, they postponed until things get better. So things are gonna get better.
Like the only thing I'm worried about is how this is gonna impact how we're gonna ship the alpacas out of China.
Yeah, we gotta get a storage unit. There are 100,000 alpacas. Where are they stored?
You and your storage units. We could just put them outside.
They will decompose.
Are the alpacas made of biodegradable material?
They're sustainable.
Yeah. They are very green, some of them.
Yeah. I'm just worried though. Like this COVID thing, it seems kind of worrying, and I'm so cold and I'm miserable here. Well, I love Sofia, but we should have the event in June.
Maybe someday we should have a global round there.
Maybe.
Maybe someday. But I think what you're focusing on right now, Robert, is the fact that sure, some bad things are happening around the world, but if we focus on the World Scholars Cup, things are still looking fine. We've still got all those 100,000 scholars lined up. Maybe the rounds being postponed means that some scholars will join us later than we thought, but we're still gonna get that many this year, right?
And think about all the humor potential when there's a virus. You could make viral jokes like, remember that we're non-viral.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
Right, exactly. Just listen, just trust us, Robert. In fact, you know, I hear that COVID's just a mild flu.
You'd barely even notice if it happened to you.
And we still have a ton of rounds,
Except for Hong Kong.
what could possibly go wrong?
Well, I've listened to the doctors and you've got it reversed. The Spanish flu is bad and this one's gonna be worse. One by one, every round will be gone. That's what could go wrong.
Robert, do you really think that all of our rounds are just gonna like disappear one by one?
I really do. I'm really worried.
Robert, you need to take a deep breath, breathe it all in, breathe it all out.
That's the problem.
No, you'll feel better.
COVID.
Robert, listen to us. We'll wait it out a couple months and it'll sort itself out. Just you see, we're not gonna have any more rounds disappear on us.
Even this rug is disjointed. It's offset. The world is breaking.
It's strategically off-center, just like sometimes our
All right.
stage spacing
Well,
is.
I guess we'll have to see, right?
Right. I believe that we can make it through this with ease.
What did I say?
Now viewing March 2020.
I told you all they would go one by one. The rounds, they're gone.
Robert,
I
it's
just got
not the
sent
end of
home
the
from
world.
the dreaded university. My final exams were canceled.
That's
and
good.
people were celebrating and going to parties.
Right, isn't exams being canceled a good thing?
I
This
don't know.
means you can travel more with us when the rounds restart. And it's not like it's the end of the
Where are
world.
you guys even right now?
We're in Tashkent. We just had a round.
You're in Uzbekistan?
Yeah.
Tashkent was amazing.
I'm sure it is, but I'm just so worried about the future. Like, I know these rounds are just getting postponed for now, but what if it sticks around?
It's gonna be fine. Like, the round is a little bit different. Some people put on masks, and there was some elbow stuff, but everyone was fine. It's gonna be okay.
I
Right.
feel like I just don't know.
Well, think about it this way. Most rounds that were canceled weren't really canceled, they were just postponed. And here's the thing, right? Scientists have found that the COVID infectious rate, like the time that COVID leaves your body still contagious after you get it, is just 2 weeks. So that means if we all just waited out 2 weeks in our homes, like stay at home, shelter in place, give it 2 weeks, everything will be fine.
So I have an idea, Robert. Since the world's gonna shut down for a couple weeks, we've all been working really hard. We should take a team trip to go hike in Machu Picchu.
That's the problem! Everyone is gonna think this. They're gonna think, I have work from home, so I don't really have to work. So I'm gonna take advantage of the really low flight prices and go on vacation. This means that no one is gonna stay at home. These 2 weeks aren't gonna happen, and even if they are gonna happen, people might get infected from delivery workers who bring them food.
Robert.
I think that you guys are far too optimistic, and I think you're being hypocritical. If you want the world to come back to normal, why would we take this trip?
Robert, I think you are too stressed out at the moment. You need to take a moment to relax,
Yeah, hold an alpaca head.
Exactly. Take a deep breath. It'll be okay. In fact, if you take a deep breath, you won't feel so unnerved.
All we gotta do is flatten the curve.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks. This disease will despawn.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I've been to Belarus and it's kind of a mess. It feels like we'll see some civil unrest. Borders are closed and travel so long. That's what could go wrong.
Robert, I still think you're being overly pessimistic. All we need to do is to wait 2 weeks and we'll be good.
2 weeks?
Whoa,
You'll be lucky to get rid of me in 2 years.
who is this?
Who are you?
Well, WHO calls me SARS, NCOV 2019.
Oh God, it's this guy.
But you can call me COVID.
Quick, get behind this barrier.
A talking virus!
Whoa, a talking virus!
Whoa, a mean virus. Guys, get behind the barrier.
Yeah,
That's
look
right.
at this.
I know what will stop a virus. Perspex glass.
See, it works.
Yeah.
See, it works.
We are
See, it
safe.
works.
That's all it took.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
And we could,
this pandemic.
just some of this.
Oh yeah, good.
You defeated me. Psych. You think that security theater is gonna stop me? I got some news for you.
Oh no, it can go around walls.
Get him! I'm running. I can't do it.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, COVID, we'll see where you are in a few weeks after everyone shelters at home. I believe in the world.
Yeah, right. Get
Follow
a
the
load of
science.
these losers. Scholars, you know what the C in COVID stands for? Cooler than those guys. Am I right or am I right? See, doesn't matter what they say, we all know that I am the new hot trend. The world simply cannot get enough of me. In fact, you're cool kids, yeah? And all the cool people have COVID. Hey kids, who wants to catch COVID? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What do you want? Now, they think that I'm weak because my aerosols can only reach the front of the crowd. But they're forgetting something. The power of community. Community transmission, that is. So scholars who caught my little COVIDs, please throw them all around the theater to the back where the cool kids are sitting. Spread it around. See? Well, those guys are dividing between the positives and the negatives. I'm over here multiplying. And if you do the math, what that means is I'm the real exponential growth, baby. Hell yeah! Woo!
They're fighting.
Now viewing December 2020.
It wasn't 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Maybe the lockdown lasted a bit longer than 2 weeks.
It wasn't 2 weeks. I have been at home for so long that to feel something, I'm dressed in ridiculous clothes. Just to feel something.
I don't have any reason to put on clothes, but you know, things are looking brighter. It's been a while.
No, they're not. Only the lights are bright.
Hey. There was an election. Trump is done.
I don't know.
Right. And after that election, I have faith that Trump and all of his followers will go away quietly and respect the transmission of power.
I'm not sure. Do we really think that they'll just quietly go?
Of course, that's how democracy works.
I saw what happened in Belarus.
I still don't know why you were traveling to Belarus when you wouldn't let us go to Machu Picchu.
It was before the virus.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. That's not the only thing giving us hope at the moment. We have maybe been at home, stuck without being able to go outside or meet people or as much as shake someone's hand for the last 9 months. But there's hope. And you know what that hope is? Vaccines! Vaccines are coming! We've been waiting for this for months. Aren't you excited, Robert?
I'm not really excited.
Robert, trust me, I have been vaccinated. I was in the Moderna trial.
No, I obviously believe in the science behind vaccines. I just think that there are some challenges.
Robert, you're being too cynical. Now that we have vaccines, things are finally gonna go back to normal. In fact, we're gonna be safe now that we have vaccines.
They're in Healthcare City, just call a Kareem.
And our antibodies will be so strong.
What could possibly go wrong?
1, they're hard to transport, and 2, they need to be cold. 3, some people don't trust them, or so I am told. Some countries will hoard them for too long. That's what could go wrong.
Robert, vaccines are the light of the pandemic. You might be worried about this or that, but the truth is that the vaccine makers are humanitarians.
Did you even listen to my verse? Do you think Pfizer is going to not care about their bottom line? No. Pfizer is going to ramp up the vaccine prices and sell them for profit. The US will hold on to the vaccines forever. Even if they don't, we can't
But how
have
about
planes that
AstraZeneca?
transport
They're
them.
giving it away
AstraZeneca faked the data.
And India's Serum Institute something or another.
They faked the data.
They didn't. They just had some issues with it. Who hasn't had issues with like citations?
And what if there's side effects?
Side effects are minor. I had a little fever.
Guys, please, can't you see that this debate is tearing us apart? Daniel, Robert, now that vaccines are on the horizon, sure, there may potentially be some delays relating to rollout or further testing, but things can finally start coming together again. We can finally start feeling like we did before the pandemic. You know, I'm on a Delta Airlines flight home this very evening. Like, I'm excited.
Did somebody say it, Delta?
Oh no, this guy's back.
Miss me?
No?
What do you mean, Delta?
Oh. Well, you know what the Ovid is for in COVID?
Yeah, metamorphosis?
Ha, nerd. Well, you're right. See, like metamorphosis, viruses are all about one thing, evolution. I'm constantly changing, adapting to get stronger, more powerful,
Hey,
more
stay over there,
transmissive.
buddy. 6 feet.
You think 6 feet's gonna protect you? Watch how strong I am now. It's time to learn a new alphabet. That was just one of my creations, Delta. And it can spread pretty far indeed. I can reach everywhere.
I know, this is pretty bad. Maybe we should try to take action.
Right.
He's continuing to spread. He's getting more powerful.
Oh, not just that. I'm in the air you breathe. I'm in the water you drink. I'm in the Taliban orders, which you leave back at the hotel by mistake. I'm omnipresent. Or should I say, omnipresent.
I don't get it.
Oh, you'll get it all right. In 6 months.
Wait,
We won't get it if we're vaccinated, right?
Oh, that's true. This COVID guy seems to be trying to deploy a bunch of weapons against us, but what if we deploy some weapons against him?
What have you got in
That's
your
smart.
arsenal? Essential oils? Ivermectin? Those can't stop me.
No, we have science.
That's right. We've been developing vaccines.
No way that you're gonna develop vaccines in time to defeat me.
Oh yeah, that's where we are wrong, buddy. Vaccine Power Squad, go!
What? No, you gotta be bluffing. This can't be happening.
That's right.
In a
We've
year?
got Pfizer. We've got
You got more
Moderna.
than one?
We've got J&J. We've got AstraZeneca. We've got Sputnik. We've got the other one. Get here!
No, not my spike protein!
And don't forget Covaxin.
Yeah, get a spike protein. Hit him. Okay, I think we got him.
He's down for the count.
He is. All right.
But our antibody counts, they're up.
Look, I was kind of pessimistic, but seeing him in this state gives me some hope. I think we're good to start planning to maybe think about coming back together.
Yeah, COVID's over. We're done here. Let's go, guys. COVID's gone for good.
We got him.
2021 will be better.
I am so tired of this pro-vaccine propaganda. Let me tell you, I'm from Texas, and in Texas, we don't take the vaccine. We just rub essential oils on our body, and that protects us from this virus. And you know what else doesn't really protect you? This plexiglass here. This does nothing. The only thing this blocks me from is my personal freedoms. Who agrees with me? Some other anti-vaxxers here. Nice. But you know what else I like to do? I love to listen to Joe Rogan and Fox News. Who's with me?
Wait. You listen to Joe Rogan?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Me too.
Nice to meet you, random person.
We have so much in common.
Who are you?
Oh, that's not important.
Okay.
We are gonna have a great time. As long as there are people like him in the world, I'll never die.
Returning to the present.
That was depressing.
Yeah.
No, guys, that's like therapy. Like, we relived happy moments and we saw that even
All we saw is that I was always right.
all we saw was that even in the darkest of times, we still had hope.
Maybe that time machine. How is that time machine a therapy box, Daniel? I feel more depressed than ever now.
I'm sorry, Chauncey. You should do it again.
We've
we
done
can
enough
look at
this
other
morning.
things like assassinations and so forth.
Yeah, look, scholars of the global round. Now that we're back in present day and we're here once more with you, I think that it is important to note that we have learned from our lessons and things are getting better.
Right, and I think, we've had a long streak of things that go wrong. This round here in Dubai is a time to have things that go right. Nothing could go wrong with this round.
No, you're wrong once again.
Oh.
I'm sorry for being the pessimist, but watching all of those scenes just proved that sometimes the pessimist is right.
But Robert, look, the Greek alphabet ends. We're getting to the end.
Yeah, we have way more though. We're only here.
No, we skipped the ones that are politically inappropriate or sound like new.
But what about tau, and upsilon, and phi, and chi?
I think Chauncey
Chi.
went to Fiji.
Scholars, I think that it is important to remember that even if things are getting better, even if the virus is only subsisting on people like we saw, the uninformed, that misinformed, that the world is still irrecoverably divided in some ways. Even if it is healing, there are things that we need to remember are true.
That's true, and it is genuinely the case that there were a lot of our team members who wish to be here today but were unable to due to a variety of reasons, some more COVID-related than others. And it is also true that a lot of the members of the team that are here have faced a number of hardships and things that could go wrong in order to make it here in the first place.
Yeah, and this is also true of all of you in the audience.
Maybe there should be a way to like give tribute to all those who have struggled on our team and amongst the scholars.
That's
Perhaps
true.
a classic song.
Let's do it. Scholars, from the team members who couldn't make it here but wanted to the team members that are here and faced struggles to get here, let's run through real brief and see what that whole deal looks like. In fact, let's think. Nishin's got the Omicron.
And Logan's lost in Saskatoon.
And Choga's teaching in Taiwan.
And Taryn is a dolphin.
China now controls Hong Kong.
Jeremy's stuck in Vietnam.
But we are here with Tim and Tom.
And Taryn's still a dolphin.
Painted Warrior passed away.
And Robert ate a nut today.
And Chauncey lost at Jeopardy.
Julia faced a coup d'etat.
And Milo's hair is turning gray.
And Patrick's prepping for doomsday.
And we are all in therapy.
But Taryn, who's a dolphin. So, I guess it is really the case that there have been a lot of things that have gone wrong with the preparation for this round, unfortunately so. But that said, if there's one thing that I've learned from watching all of our past selves react to and underreact to the pandemic, there's one thing that I think I've learned from watching through all that history. And that's that even in situations where it seems like a lot of stuff has gone wrong, that doesn't mean that there is not stuff that can still go right.
Amen.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, Robert, is that maybe it is good for us to recognize that there are things that can go wrong, and maybe it is good for us to laugh at ourselves when they do, or, react more appropriately if it's more serious. But we should never lose sight of the fact that there are still things that could go right.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
Right. So maybe we should spend some time thinking about the things that could go right with this round up ahead. In fact, the rounds are now feeling like they did before.
We've got new gaps on our global tour.
And now that all of our masks are on, what could possibly go wrong? We won't have a single case of fever or cough.
No, Jerry's gonna have its head ripped off.
We'll make new friends all day and all night.
All right, that's what could go right. Yeah, that is what could go right.
I feel optimism.
Wait.
Oh no, not again. We defeated you already, you're weak.
I don't know how to say this. After hearing you guys sing about how much joy you feel, seeing you back together, about what could go right, I feel like maybe I was in the wrong.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. It's fair. Look, this is hard for me to say, but as I watch you all be driven into self-isolation, I've come to a realization that the only one who is really being isolated is myself. Because I wanted to be the new big thing. I wanted to go viral, and I did. But am I happy? No, I don't have a brain. I am a virus. However, I think that if I transcend my origins, maybe I could be happy. So this is hard to say, because yes, I did get all of your rounds canceled, and Thishan may be stuck in Tanzania with Omicron, and et cetera, but I'm sorry. I'm genuinely, truly sorry, and I just wonder if you can forgive me. And if maybe apart from my little COVIDs, I've never really had any friends. Do you think that maybe we could be friends?
Do you really mean it?
I mean it.
Be careful with that.
I will get rid of this thing. Who knows what that's called?
Hey, be careful.
Huh.
And I will reform. But you really think that we could be friends?
I don't know. We've been studying mistakes and recoveries and apologies.
And for what it's worth, that did seem like a decent one. Maybe we can trust you after all?
No, don't do it.
Is it possible he's been on some kind of hero's journey?
I mean, Robert's been wrong all the time so far.
No, I haven't.
I know how to prove him wrong.
Yeah?
Well, why don't we do something that we haven't been able to do for 2 years now? Can we do something I've never done before?
Global round?
Since you're my friends and all, could I have a hug?
I do miss hugging people.
Scholars, they shouldn't do it, right?
Scholars, I'm better now. Can they give old Covey a hug?
Do you really mean it?
COVID's being so sincere,
Yes.
I think we should give it a shot.
The Scholars Cup is about forgiveness
That's
and
true.
remorse. Let's do it.
Strike! You're all infected now! I'm back, baby! You want to know what could go wrong? I'll tell you what could go wrong. In fact, is interrupted by a virus who sings. The pessimist was right about everything. The scholars ruined for me by the end of your song. That's what could go wrong. Now, get him!
We got him.
You can never get him enough.
Yeah, hit him again.
No, please.
You're a swamp
I swear, I've changed. It was a joke. It was a prank.
Don't worry, I've still got T-cell immunity.
All right, we should put these swabs back because you should always reuse swabs.
The World Scholars Cup staff are not trained medical health professionals. Please do not take medical advice from anyone on stage. Oh no!
Now he is safe.
Daniel, the tip of the swab is covered in paint. Those things were finished yesterday.
Joe Mama. Come on, spread COVID.
True. Hey. Call the shot.
That was impressive.
Solid.
So